Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about when is the absolute best time to take your supplements, okay? Well, the best time would be the maximum absorption time, and that would be at your first meal of the day. If you're doing intermittent fasting, okay, that could be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, in my case, 3 o'clock, so I don't eat anything until 3 o'clock, and that is when you're insulin sensitive, okay? So the more you fast, the more you become insulin sensitive. And realize that insulin is the key that opens the door to allow not just fuel, but amino acids, vitamins, and especially minerals and trace minerals. Yeah, insulin has a lot to do with absorbing nutrients. So when you consume 3 meals a day, the more you spike the insulin, the more that you're insulin resistive. Okay, so that means you're not going to absorb as much. So when you eat, a lot of times you won't feel satisfied because stuff is not going into the cell. So that first meal of the day is when you should take your supplements and also consume the highest nutrient foods because it's all going to go in like a rocket ship and your cells are going to be the most happy at that point. All right, so there's a couple exceptions. When you're consuming certain nutrients that need to be consumed in an empty stomach, like L-tryptophan, for example, there's some other ones. Also, if you're taking a supplement that you need to take right before bed to help you sleep. Of course, obviously you wouldn't take it when you're eating. Okay, so I hope that answered this question. Thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies, with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.